Afternoon, Miss. We are from Group 4, and today we are going to present about our project, which is Alien Invasion Game. Next. My name is Jidin.
My name is Kayong.
My name is Chen Yi.
My name is Wang Yongzhen.
And this project background explains that the Alien Invasion game is a browser-based 2D arcade shooting game. It is developed using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The game is inspired by the classic game Space Invaders. In this game, players control spaceship and their main goal is to defeat moving alien enemies. The project is designed to help practice core web development skills. These skills include animation, handling user input, collision detection, and basic game state management. And overall, the game is created in a simple and accessible way, making it suitable for learning and practice. Next.
So now I would like to continue for our project objective. So the overall objective is to design and develop a fully functional 2D browser-based alien invasion game using P5.js and supported by HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So the next one is to apply fundamental front-end programming concept and P5.js graphics capabilities in a practical game development project. The last one is to create the core mechanics of a classic arcade-style shooting game with modern web technologies. Next. So for our specific objective, it is to develop a 2D alien invasion game that runs directly in a web browser without external plugins. It is also to implement core gameplay mechanics, which includes player movement, shooting functionalities, enemy movement patterns, collision detection, life and score management. Next. So for our project planning, it was completed before implementation to define the game structure and logic. Storyboards and screen sketches were created to visualize the main game screen and their purposes. A flowchart is also created to outline the game flow, including player input, movement collision, and scoring. Whereas the game design plan is identify key elements, controls, and rules. So this planning ensures a smooth transition into the coding phase. Next. So for this slide, it shows our project screen sketches. It helps to visualize the game structure, clarify the flow between screens, and ensure a consistency user experience before development begins. Next. So this is our game flowchart. So the flowchart illustrates the logical flow of the game, starting from initializing the game state, handling player inputs, updating enemy movement, detecting collision, and managing scoring, and game over condition. It helps to ensure that all gameplay processes are clearly structured and logically connected before implementation. Next. So for the game design plan, it was prepared to define the key elements such as the player ship, alien enemies, bullets, scoring system, and control mechanism. This plan ensures that all elements are clearly structured and work together to deliver a smooth, engaging, and enjoyable gaming experience. Next.
Now I explain about the key elements that we use in our coding. So define the game rules and the function, and they work together to create the core gameplay experience and the progresses of the player through each wave. So the first one is the player spaceship, which you can understand as the player yourself. So they will move horizontally and shoot the bullet. So the second one is the alien enemy. They will apply in the roof and move across and downward, increase the difficulty. The third one is a bullet they use to destroy the alien and handle the collisions. So the fourth one is a breakout environment, which we using the perspective for the visual appeal and emission. The fifth one is the enemy formation that add the challenge and the influence player strategy. So the last one is a scoring system that reward alien destruction and the track the performance. So the next one you're talking about the control mechanism. So this one will explain how the player interact with the game and how the game respond to the player action by using the simple keyboard input. The game ensure the in-depth control and the smooth responsibility gameplay. So the first one is the left arrow key. It just control to move the player shape to the left across the screen. So the another way is a right arrow key that move the player's space shape to the right across the screen. So the last one is a space bar that fire the bullet outward to attack and destroy the alien enemy. So the next. So in here we're talking about the implementation approach. So the alien invasion game was implemented using the P5.js framework to manage the graphics, the animation, and the user interaction. The development followed an interactive approach, starting with the basic mechanics and gradually adding the features such as the difficulty levels, the web progresses, and a pause menu. The boring variable was used to control the different game steps, and the modular the class help keep the code clear and easy to maintain. This approach ensures a structured and efficient development process. So what is the main code structure that we use? That we're talking about like 5 functions. So here we define how the game logic organized and the executed, and how the different function and classes work together to control the gameplay flow, the reasoning, and the player interaction through the game. So the first one is a set of function. It will initialize the canvas, the variables, and create the player spaceship before the game start. The second one is the draw function, act as the main game log to return the graphic, update the object position, handle the correction, and manage the game state. So the third one is the input handling, is using the keyboard input for the shoot movement and the shooting, and the mouse input for the menu and button interaction. So the fourth one is a correction that applies this function to detect hit between the bullet and the alien, and the player for the scoring and the light management. So the last one in the game cast is the implement ship, bullet, and the alien as a separate card to manage the movement, behavior, and rendering logic. And then next we were talking about the game demo. So now I was showing how to play the game. So for a while, okay. So this one is our game homepage. And here it will show a menu that tells you how to play the game. So you say that the left and right arrow key to move the ship left and right. The space bar will shoot the bullet. So after you know how to play the game, you just press any key that will continue to the next page, which is that you choose the difficulty. So here we are adding the 3 difficulty, which is the easy, medium, and hard. So each difficulty they will each lose. For the easy, they will move slowly and they will only the 3 rolls. But for the hard, they will move faster and will be more rolls and need the lower life. So now I will choosing the hard as our gameplay. As you can see here is the alien, so they will move outward and move like a crossing. So what I need to do is just press the arrow key to let move our spaceship and shoot the alien. So you can see that the alien will be decreased and don't let them to hit me. So if I finish shooting all the alien, they will be refreshed and now will become the second wave and it will be more difficulty. So if I don't shoot finish before they come to hit me, you can see that my life will decrease. But you can see now my life is 2. When they hit me, I become a 1. So this is how when after I finish my life, they will surely become the game over. So yeah, you can see. So my life game over and will show out the game over screen, my final score and how many waves did I survive. So in here, I can choose I want to restart the game or I go to back menu. So now I go to the back menu and I show about another function which is about if you want to stop at the between. So how we can stop, you can see that here got the menu for the button. If you click that, they will become the pause. So at here you can choosing you want to resume, you want to quit the game or go back the menu. So if you want to go back the menu, just same like just now we choosing, go back here. If you if you want to end the game quickly, you just then go back to here and quit the game. So the resume just continue the game only. You guys can see. So now if you don't want to play anymore, just quit the game. You will go back to the game overrules and show about the final score and the will survive. So this is about all our game demo, and now I will go back to the continue page, the slide. So wait for a while.
So in the end, the Alien Invention game project successfully met its goal by creating a complete 2D browser-based game using the HTML, JavaScript, and PHP5.js. The team implemented key game functions such as movement, shooting, scoring, and different game screens, while solving the challenges in animation and game state control. Overall, the project provides useful experience in game development and teamwork, and helped to strengthen both technical and the problem-solving skill. Next.
So this is our old presentation. So thank you guys.